stuff too dug out. It was brutal, but the guys handled it well.
Good.
Hi, Clarence.
Stuff too dug out. It was but the guys.
Okay. You
A
look a
little
little,
foggy there, Joe.
I'm sorry?
You got the mic on. You need to turn your mic on.
Hey, Mike Kelley, your video's not working on yours.
that's because I got it off.
There you are.
Okay, we're on the YouTube Frankfurt channel now. So it's interesting. Your picture has a real haze on it.
I don't know how to clean it up. I guess I could turn it around.
It might be the light, though. The light might be.
It's still hazy.
That's all right. We can tell who you are.
We'll just say it's snowstorm.
I can't.
Hello, where's Joe?
Joe's here somewhere. He's in that little foggy picture you see.
That's what I was getting ready to say. Obviously, you guys have all talked about that.
Yes. And then he took his thumb and licked it and tried cleaning off the camera, Kent. And it was all on film.
I ain't gonna say anymore.
Well, there's Jim.
Hi, Jim.
Hi, Mike. Hi, Todd.
Jim.
Hi, Kent. Hi, Mike. Hi, Clarence. Alicia.
How deep was the snow out your way, Chris?
You're muted.
Hey, everyone.
Hi, Andrew.
Deep enough to get stuck, Kent.
Don't worry, I was that way 3 times today, and I have a tractor.
Yeah, I couldn't open my driver's side door if that tells you anything.
Oh,
No.
why? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
You sat there for what, 2.5 hours?
pretty much.
Yeah, the one time when I got stopped, I couldn't get the backhoe door open. It took me to the side ditch, what got me in trouble.
Me too.
Hey Joe, do you have a fire burning in your house there? A little bit smoky there, buddy.
He's over in the IT center, Rick, so I hope the hell there's not a fire going on over there.
All right, well, this kind of looks funny to me.
Mike Beck?
Rick, it might be Ben Gay.
It might be. I'm not gonna ask that question. TMI.
I learned a long time ago, I invested in a snow blower and it's a very wise decision.
It is until you get halfway up your driveway and run out of gas, Mike. Then you're in trouble.
Yeah.
I haven't learned that yet.
Okay, I've got 7 o'clock, so we're going to call the Utility Service Board meeting of Tuesday, February 16th to order. And we'll begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. Joe, you got it in the background there? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Andrew, could you do a roll call, please?
Yeah, sure thing. Rick Gagnon,
Present.
Joe Root,
Present.
Mike Reeder, is that not
Present.
Oh, there you are. Kim Brewer,
Present.
Mike Kelley.
Present. You were provided a copy of the minutes from the meeting of January 1st or of February 1st, 2021. Looking for a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
So moved.
Mike Reeder makes that motion.
I'll second that motion.
Rick seconds. Okay, roll call, please.
Joe Root,
Aye.
Rick Gagnon,
Aye.
Mike Reeder,
Aye.
Kent Brewer,
Aye.
Mike Kelley.
Aye. We're going down with the agenda as it's presented. Would be the general manager's comments.
Okay, I got several things from all the departments tonight, guys. I'll start with water. We've been dealing with a couple main breaks through this cold snap. I'm not gonna mention anything else because I don't want to curse us, but we had one Friday night and then we had another one a service leak on Sunday, and our guys have been out working on those, taking care of them, of course, as usual. Did a good job and got in and out. Chris told me today that over the weekend, the town of Colfax had a big main break and they had low water pressure. So they got a hold of Chris and asked if they could run samples for them so that they could, because the whole town was under boil water advisory. So our lab guys took care of that for them. Was just fortunate that we could help out with help another local community out, and ran their samples for them and everything. And correct me if I'm wrong, Chris, but they're back up to normal now, I believe. But it was nice that we was able to help out. Just goes to show it helps to have a network of people that you can count on and work with. So that was good. Also from water, I'll go ahead and talk about it right now. All the documents and supporting documents are done as of last night and sent to SRF for our funding. Andrew Day, Stacy, myself have been working really close with Andrew Lanham, and he got that completed last night. And I think he finally sent the emails out about 10:30 last night to SRF, and they all acknowledged that they had them today. We had to do some more work today for our reimbursement. Start putting those documents together, because I think we're up to like a $1.8 million reimbursement from SRF when we get this all closed later next month. So that's about it for water. Does anybody got any questions from the water standpoint?
Is the clerk treasurer's office aware that we'll be getting the reimbursement this time?
I will bring that up with Carol she's going to be on the call for the pre-close. And I will make sure prior to that, that she's aware of it so that they don't sit on that money and wonder where it came from. That's a great question, Andrew. Thank you.
Yep.
And I don't know if anybody, if the board knows the history on this, when we got a reimbursement from SRF for the wastewater treatment plant, it was a check for like 2.3 million, wasn't it, Andrew, or 1.8 million also? And we
Yeah, it was
were
like-
looking for that and looking for that, and we found out that they sent it to the city and they just went ahead and put it in their general fund and never forwarded it to us. So fortunately, we were on the ball and started looking and asking questions, and they miraculously found the money that we were looking for. So this time we'll know ahead of time, because it's better in our coffers than it is in the coffers. From a wastewater standpoint, BBC is who we're going to go with to do the repairs at the TriMass lift station. We had them, and BBC quoted it along with F&K Construction, and BBC came in about $10,000 less than F&K did. So we're going to go along with them, or we're going to go to them, have them do the repairs that we're looking for. We have to wait till the weather breaks to get in there safely. We can't have all this snow and stuff sitting on top of the barrels. So as soon as that gets in here, we'll get them scheduled, or the weather breaks, we'll get them in here and get those done so that we can then start looking at doing a complete rebuild on that lift station. Bowen has been doing a little bit more work inside. Now that the weather's turned bad on them, they completely demolished the conference room that was scheduled for remodeling as well. So that part's being taken care of. Sunday morning, there was an accident out on 100 North, and somebody tore up our fence on the north end of the property. We're in the process of trying to get the accident report so that we can make an insurance claim. It's pretty good damage that they've done to our fence when they had this accident. So we'll get the money from the insurance company and get that fence repaired as well. It looks terrible out there. And from a personnel standpoint, we've been doing painting and doing kind of upgrading some stuff on our own while we have time, along with that, and preventative maintenance out at the plant. So that's what's been keeping the guys busy out there with everything else that goes on as well. Any questions from a wastewater standpoint?
Nope.
Okay.
Can I just elaborate on the insurance claim?
Yes, please, PJ.
According to the record driver, that's the third time he's picked up that person's car. And don't be surprised if there's no insurance coverage on his half. And
Okay.
so our deductible would be $10,000.
Well, we'll take them to small claims court. I don't know if we can get blood out of a turnip, but we have other alternatives to do that as well, PJ.
I just want to make sure that we may not get money from the insurance company to fix that.
Okay. We'll see on the insurance, on the police report. They'll have it on there if he had insurance or not. So as soon as we get that in our hands, we'll be able to tell. And then if he doesn't, we'll start making other plans on which way we're going to go. Okay. Sewer maintenance, been kind of the same thing. Doing some inside work, taking care of vehicles, getting them all cleaned up, getting ready for spring, cleaning up things around the shop. As I don't know if I mentioned, they also did parts inventory. So we have that part of things being done. And also it covers sewer maintenance and wastewater. The new gas detectors have arrived, and we're waiting for the new, I believe, Jim, you can correct me if I'm wrong, we're waiting on the new masks and oxygen bottles to come in. It was recommended to us to get a certain brand from the fire department in case something happens. They can go down and disconnect the bottle or run a hose from their mask to the person that's in the holes mask if something goes wrong, if they run out of oxygen. So we took their advice and got those, but I do not believe that those are in yet. But everything else has been taken care of from a safety standpoint with that. Also from sewer maintenance today, they took their dump trucks and along with water maintenance, took their dump trucks to help up on the square, removing the mountains of snow that's up there. I talked to Ken earlier and he asked if it was going to be done today, and Ken, it's probably not going to be done tomorrow either. There's some mountains of snow up there, but we're giving the street department a hand with everything else they got going on. And I think we're just fortunate that we can help out, and we have the manpower to help out at this point in time. I'm gonna go ahead on to electric, kind of the same thing with crews for water getting called out at night. We've had 3 poles hit and broken in the last week. One of them was at 2:30 in the morning by a police officer chasing down somebody. He made a U-turn and took out a pole. One was earlier in the week last week. Well, it was clear out at 29 and 28 at the junction. Somebody took out a pole last Monday. And yesterday we had one taken out by the Christian church as well. So our crews had to come in yesterday. But the one with the police department was at 2:30 in the morning on Saturday. So that's the emergency calls that we've been having there. And but for the most part, it's just routine maintenance we've been doing and taking and to upgrade our system. We've had some old cutouts for years and fuse holders for years that have been up. They've been deteriorating, and we've been going in with the weather. When we have decent weather, we can get close enough to the poles. They've been going out and replacing those. And last week, both crews was on them, doing them, just trying to do upgrades, wall guards up and bird guards as well when they do it, so that we can hopefully eliminate some of our other troubles that we have. Back to sewer maintenance real quick. Jim just sent me a text to remind me his crew's been called out as well for sewer sanitary backups, and we had to run the truck down through those too. So everybody's getting the call outs here in the last week or so. Thanks, Jim, for reminding me of that. But for the most part, in all the departments, everything's going really, really well. From my report, well, we can go on from billing office too. Yesterday, for President's Day, normally not a real celebrated day by people, so we had the billing office open. They had very little to no activity in the morning. I think it was about 4 people, and then the weather was turning bad, so we went ahead and closed up at noon yesterday. Today we did get back open at noon again today with the weather and the county going to orange, and there was a little bit busier today, but it was still nothing tremendous, but we did get open on that. And then also from the billing office, Stacy and I worked on one of the pieces of paper or documents that was in your packets for tonight's meeting on the stormwater runoff. We worked on it last week for a couple hours probably, and we went around and looked, and we were going after the big ones first so that we could see what we're up against. And we found 2 that have not been paying, and that's Exide and McClurg, where it used to be out there by the IGA, the McClurg gas station. But we looked at the people that have closed up around town. We looked at the Marsh building. They're still paying because they're hooked up to electric there. The old CVS building still paying stormwater runoff. KCO, since they closed up, they're still paying. Wabash National still paying. And there was another big one that we had, and they're all still paying. So as these places are closing up, it's not that we're losing stormwater revenue. So we'll start taking it a little further. and going into the smaller properties if there's any homes or vacant lots or anything like that. But we did finally get the process started. Now it's on our radar. We'll continue going with it. Rick, you got anything on that? Because you were the one, you asked about it at the last meeting.
I'll just ask for the benefit of, the amount that these people, especially the Exide, have they been billed for that specifically yet?
Yes, we did bill them. We're sending out bills and we're gonna see if we get anything from them, Mike. And then we'll go back and say, okay, we found out in our records you haven't been paying for X number of years, and send them another bill. We're just trying to get something out of them right now to get their attention that they're back on our radar. And then we'll go back and get them with more from there.
Good.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm glad this is starting, Todd and Stacy. If you have any questions about the process to be used, it's defined in the city ordinances, and it's pretty straightforward. So it's once you bill them, I think for 60 days, if they've not paid, and don't quote me on the 60 part, but I think you can then file essentially a lien in the courthouse. But if you have any questions on that process, let me know, because the fees actually get translated into a property tax assessment. And at the time I checked into this a year ago, everyone was paying their property taxes. So that's how that kind of gets circled around. So let me know if you have questions. So we can get blood out of the tournament that way. So
okay. All right. Well, we're going to keep an eye on it. Hopefully they just know that they owe us and they just start paying and we don't have to get into all that, Rick. That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, good luck on that. But yeah, okay, that's fine. I'm glad we're starting. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. And I already talked about the work being done on SRF when we talked about water. I put there's a couple other documents in your packet. One of them is a salary resolution for the Utility Service Board. After you guys had signed those and we sent them up to the clerk treasurer's office for payroll, we found that I had a mistake on one of the line items. Kent, I had yours mixed up by had a goof in yours of about $5. So I had to go back and correct that. So that's why you have that salary resolution in front of you tonight, just to make the correction. And the other one that I had in there, please just disregard that. It shouldn't have been out there yet. We're not prepared to bring that forward to the board, so just disregard the one that has, I think it's electric, non-union wages. Just disregard that, please.
Okay, you would like action on resolution 2021-02-16-01.
Correct. That's just to fix my error, Mike.
Okay. Is there a motion that we approve that?
I'll move we approve that.
I got one.
And I got a motion from Kent, a second, Joe Root. Roll call.
Rick Gunyon, I came through right. Rick Gunyon,
Yeah, I'm sorry, I lost my button. What was the question?
The question is adoption or approving resolution 2021-02-16-01, which is actually a correction to the resolution setting the salaries for utility board members and secretary.
Oh, yeah. I got somehow overwhelmed with a bunch of Zoom stuff, zooming up my face here. I will vote in the affirmative, yes.
Okay.
Mike Reeder,
Aye.
Joe Root, Kent Brewer, Mike Kelley.
Aye. Motion passes 5-0. Okay, anything else?
There was, Mike, and I forgot when we were doing that, I forgot what it was. If it comes back to me, I'll catch up here. I just want to take time to thank everybody too with this weather the way that it is and our crews being out there. Everybody's doing a tremendous job. I think I may have mentioned that earlier, but from all the department heads and stuff, please pass that along to all your people. It's a pleasure working with them, and they get out there and they do it and they get done and get back home. So, or get back to the shop safely. It's greatly appreciated.
While Todd's thinking about what he didn't remember, I'd look for a motion to approve the claims. Now, I know that you only have the summary sheets for the claims, and but those the claim forms will be available in the electric office probably sometime soon. So, and also the resolution that will need to be signed. So, but I'm looking for a motion to approve the claims.
I'll make a motion.
Joe's iPhone approved a motion. Second? Second by Mike Reeder. Let's have a roll call.
Rick Ginion,
Aye.
Mike Reeder,
Aye.
Joe Root, Kent Brewer,
Aye.
Mike Kelley.
Motion carries 5-0. Anything from you, Alicia, tonight?
Nope, I've got nothing.
All right. Old business? I have no old business. Anyone else?
Oh, I know what it was, Mike. I know what it was. Is Mark Hodges on here tonight?
Yes, he is.
He's going to, if you don't mind, he's going to take a couple minutes and give us an update on our email service that we're going with. I spoke to him earlier and I didn't want to put him on the spot, so he's going to give us an update tonight.
Okay, thanks. Go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, this wasn't too long. It's not too hard to remember, but I talked to the guys about it today, and they're pretty satisfied with the way things are going. Blair has the servers, the email and the email archive servers completely set up, tested, and ready to go. That's good. And he and Shane are ready to get going on the actual migration. It's already been tested as far as the users go, and it should be ready to work. We're really anxious to get started putting accounts on it and seeing how fast that process can go. So it's full steam ahead now, and hopefully we'll have it done for you soon.
Okay, thanks, Mark. Appreciate that.
Sure.
Board members have any questions for Mark while he's on here? Thank you, Mark.
You're welcome.
Mike, I did have one old business.
Sure.
Did all the board members get an email from me that provided an update on the joint city utility website?
It was in my packet, so I assume that everyone else got one.
Okay. Are there any questions on that information from anyone? I would point out that Annie Bacon is still expecting and does not yet have a date for the website provider to turn over the keys to the website, so to speak. She had intended to get me a date by, it would have been Friday a week ago. I've not heard from her, so I think I'll talk to Eric Woods, and I think we'll try to swim upstream on that a little bit, just kind of shake the bushes, because I'd like to get that done and going before the weather turns good. Any questions, let me know, but it should work very well. There's no cost to the utilities. It should be seamless. So once you get on the city website, you should be able to go back and forth from utility pages to the city pages and vice versa. It should all look and feel the same, just the content will be different. So it's the solution I've kind of envisioned for several years now. So we just don't know when we're going to get the keys.
I think it's only been about 8 years, so.
Yeah, I was thinking around 2014. Yeah, I think you're right.
Right on schedule.
Well, and I want to get it done during this current city administration. I don't want to go into, in case there's a change in the mayor's office. I don't want to have to convince the next mayor to do the same thing. It's been too long already. So we'll keep plugging away on that.
Okay, sounds good.
I liked what I read about what's the content's going to be, so I think it'd be more informative for the public, and that's what's important.
Well, I think we'll probably be able to encourage our employees to kind of participate by photographs and whatnot, and some stories and some articles. And I think we can do a real nice job, kind of augment the Facebook presence we have, and be helpful to the whole the community and people that might want to move here and so forth. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm happy to help.
Okay, we'll go to new business. I have no new business. Anything from you, Todd? Any new stuff that comes to mind?
One more thing. It goes back to water again, and something that's going to be new for us with this SRF funding and our bond issuance. Chris has been doing a tremendous amount of work with meters, and we're going to be going to a cellular read meter with these things, and it'll actually be collected through Tyler software at the billing office. And he's been having a lot of meetings with Stacy's been involved in them. And I know he had one today, and it was just with the meter people and a technical person. But it's going to be something new, something else new that we're getting into that's going to be a good thing for us in the future. But I just wanted to hit on that for under new business, that we're looking at going a different way still with some of our meters from a water standpoint. And it's going to save us time, money, and effort, everything. They're not cheap, but they have a 20-year life with them for accuracy and battery life. So hopefully we get more of these meters changed out, and we start to see that we have more revenue because of these other meters that are out there that are so old at this point in time. But I just wanted to hit on that too under new business, Mike.
Sometimes I think mine's too accurate.
No, can't be too accurate.
I got one thing.
You need to keep up. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Kent.
Mike Reeder and PJ, I both forwarded you an email that Todd and I got, I believe, today from Bob Holden. And I want both of you to read through that email and reply to your accuracy of your thoughts on it. From our last wastewater meeting on the 200 West lift station, it's kind of clear to me that Bob Holden wasn't paying attention when we talked about what we wanted to deal with on the down State Road 28. So we'll bring that up. I forwarded that email. Have you read it, Todd?
I got about halfway through it, Kent, and got away on something else and haven't been back to it. I have the same impression that you do, that it's either he wasn't paying attention or he wasn't taking it serious. It's a combination of both, if you ask me.
I haven't got it yet, Kent.
All right, I'll check here, but PJ, did you get it or do you know yet?
I did receive it, and maybe part of the confusion that Bob had was initially, I believe, the force main was supposed to go down 28 and turn south on 200. Maybe he was confused. I'm not sure.
I think we were very specific that while State Road 28 was being tore up, that we wanted to try to put a force main down 28 and get it on the south side of at 200 West and 28 on the south side there near the corner of the John Deere dealership.
You are correct, Kent.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. I think all I'm saying is that it might have been phase 3 initially went down 200 south on 200 and then went up on Armstrong. But I agree with what you're saying. I'm just speculating on his confusion.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Kent.
when I sent him that email, Kent, asking if he's talked to him to when they are doing State Road 28, if we're going to be able to run along there, and he acknowledged that email. So I don't know what he's thinking at this point in time. Sorry, Jim, do you have something?
I was just gonna let Kent know and the board that I did talk to that NDOT Kirk from Crawfordville, and he's gonna see if we can get that force main put in there. I talked to him last week and he's supposed to get back with me this week or early next week. And he had me get in touch with EMB because they're the general over it, and I got a hold of them and they said it was totally up to Kirk. It's up to the state. So as soon as he lets me know, I will let you guys know.
Some of us have a meeting with that person tomorrow. What's his name, Jim?
Kirk.
Kirk. I think it is Chris. Well, it's Chris and PJ.
Yeah,
Or no, PJ, you're probably not involved in that one. It is. Is that who it is, Chris?
yes, three of the guys from E&B at the water place. If
What
anybody
time
else
is
needs to
that?
be.
What time is that, Chris?
And I believe,
Yes, you're correct.
10 o'clock.
yeah.
Okay. Jim, are you going to be there?
Yes.
Okay. Because we have some questions on the electric side of things too, when they need us to get started, because there's questions being asked. They want us to get started next month on the electric, relocating the electric, but they still don't know exactly where they want it. So those are some of the questions that are coming up tomorrow as well.
3 guys from Fox Contractors and then us. Is
Okay.
it.
Thanks, Chris.
Andrew, you have anything for us tonight? We kind of skipped over you. He's shaking his head no. All right, if there is no other, I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
Did you do claims?
We did claims, didn't we? Yeah, we did.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we got them.
Okay.
They'll be available in your office.
That's right. That's right. Sorry.
I have a motion to adjourn. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Hey, thanks a lot, folks. Be safe. It's gonna get cold tonight, so
Same to y'all.
running, I guess,
Thanks.
if you're in town.
Mike, are you going to lock that door over there?
I will.
Okay, thanks.
Alicia, I have nothing else tonight.
Thank you.
Okay. Stay outside, ditches.
No kidding. Thanks, everybody.